What's up, NFL fans? Welcome back to the channel. We are locked in live right now for what is shaping up to be an absolute slugfest in the AFC North. It's the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Baltimore Ravens. And folks, this is more than just a game. This is a statement. Both teams are looking to climb the ladder in one of the toughest divisions in football, and you can feel the electricity, even through the screen. Let's dive right into the action. The first quarter kicked off and, man, the defenses came to play. The Ravens' D-line was looking like a brick wall, putting some serious pressure on Joe Burrow right from the get-go. You saw Roquan Smith flying all over the field, making plays left and right. That dude is just a different breed, a true get-breaker. The Bengals' offensive line is getting tested early, and they've got their hands full. It's a classic chess match in the trenches. On the other side of the ball, Lamar Jackson is doing Lamar Jackson things. He's extending plays with his legs, making guys miss, and finding his receivers downfield. That connection with Zay Flowers is already looking spicy. Flowers is so shifty, and he's giving the Bengals secondary a real headache. But Cincinnati's defense isn't backing down. Logan Wilson and the boys are delivering some big hits, trying to set the tone and disrupt Lamar's rhythm. You can tell they came prepared for his dual-threat ability. As we moved into the second quarter, the offenses started to find a groove. Joe Burrow, Joe Burr, Joe Shiesty, whatever you want to call him, started heating up. He hit Jamar Chase on a deep route that was just poetry in motion. The chemistry between those two is unreal. It's like they have a telepathic connection. Chase has got that dog in him, and when he gets going, he is nearly unstoppable. That drive really got the Bengals sideline fired up and put some points on the board, but you can't count out the Ravens. They answered right back. Gus Edwards, the Gus Bus, was rumbling and tumbling, grinding out tough yards and keeping the chains moving. And then, boom, Lamar finds Mark Andrews in the red zone for a touchdown. Andrews is Lamar's security blanket, and when they need a crucial play, you know number 89 is getting a look. He's just too big and too reliable. That response was huge for Baltimore, quieting the crowd and swinging the momentum back in their favor. One of the big storylines so far has been the penalties. A couple of costly flags on both sides have stalled drives and given the opposing offense a short field. Discipline is key in a rivalry game like this, and the team that can clean it up in the second half is going to have a massive advantage. You can see the coaches getting frustrated on the sidelines. These are unforced errors that you just can't have in a game of this magnitude. Another thing I'm watching is the battle on the outside. T. Higgins has made a couple of spectacular contested catches. His size and body control are elite, and he's a nightmare for corners in one-on-one situations. On the other side, Marlon Humphrey is playing his brand of physical football, trying to jam the Bengals receivers at the line and throw off their timing. It's a dogfight out there, and every single yard is earned, not given. As we head towards halftime, this game is still anyone's ballgame. It's a nail-biter, exactly what you'd expect from these two AFC North powerhouses. It feels like it's going to come down to who makes the critical mistake in the second half. Will it be a turnover, a special teams blunder, or will one of these superstar quarterbacks just decide to take over the game? Looking ahead to the third and fourth quarters, adjustments will be everything. I am expecting the Bengals to maybe use a little more no-huddle to try and wear down that Ravens pass rush. Get Burrow in a rhythm and don't let Baltimore substitute freely. For the Ravens, they need to keep Lamar protected and continue to establish the run. If they can control the clock and keep that high-powered Bengals offense on the sideline, that's their recipe for success. The special teams battle is also something to keep an eye on. Justin Tucker for the Ravens is automatic, a legitimate weapon. Evan McPherson for the Bengals has ice in his veins. Money Mac. In a game this close, it could very well come down to a field goal. Every kick, every punt, and every return matters. One big play in the return game could completely flip the field and change the complexion of this contest. This is what NFL football is all about, man. Two great teams, star players all over the field, and division supremacy on the line. I'm hyped to see how this second half plays out. Who do you guys think is going to pull it out? Drop your predictions in the comments below. Do you think Joe Burrow is going to lead a classic fourth quarter comeback, or will Lamar Jackson's magic be too much for the Bengals to handle? Let me know your thoughts. Alright, we're about to kick off the second half, and I am dialed in. This has all the makings of an instant classic. It's going to be a war of attrition down the stretch. Which team has the heart, the discipline, and the playmakers to finish the job? I can't wait to find out. Thanks for tuning in and chopping it up with me live. I'll be right here breaking down all the action as it happens. Make sure you're subscribed and have those notifications turned on so you don't miss a thing. Let's go, let the second half begin. Let's see who comes out on top in this AFC North brawl. It's Bengals, it's Ravens. Let's get it.